A Gluttonous Man and a Winebibber by Alexander Maclaren. The Son of Man is come eating and drinking, and ye say, Behold, a gluttonous man and a winebibber, a friend of publicans and sinners. Luke 7, verse 31. Notice the enemy's witness that Christ is the friend of outcasts. The slanderers saw, as nobody could help seeing, that there was a strange kind of mutual attraction between Jesus and publicans and sinners, that harlots as well as little children seemed to be drawn to him, and that he obviously delighted in the company of those at whose presence, partly from pride, partly from national enmity, partly from heartless self-righteousness, Pharisaism gathered its dainty skirts around itself in abhorrence, lest a speck should fall upon their purity. That being the fact, low natures, who always misunderstood lofty ones, because they can only believe in motives as low as their own, said of Jesus, Ah, you can tell what sort of man he is by the company he keeps. He is a friend of publicans because he is a bad Jew, the friend of sinners because he likes their wicked ways. There was a mysterious sense of sympathy which drew Jesus Christ to these poor people and drew them to him. It would have been a long while before any penitent woman would have come in and wept over the feet of Gamaliel and his like. It would have been a long while before any sinful men would have found their way with tears and yet with trust to these self-righteous hypocrites. But perfect purity somehow draws the impure, though assumed sanctity always repels them. And it is a sign, not that a man is bad, but that he is good in a Christ-like fashion, if the outcasts that durst not come near your respectable people find themselves drawn to him. Oh, if there were more of us like our Jesus Christ in our purity, there would be more of us who would deserve the calumny which is praise, the friend of sinners. It was an attestation of his love, as I need not remind you. I suppose there is nothing more striking in the whole wonderful and unique picture of Jesus Christ drawn in the Gospels than the way in which two things, which we so often fancy to be contradictory, blend in the most beautiful harmony in him. That is, infinite tenderness and absolute condemnation of transgression. To me, the fact that these two characteristics are displayed in perfect harmony in the life of Jesus Christ, as written in these Gospels, is no small argument for believing in the historical veracity of the picture there drawn. For I do not know a harder thing for a dramatist or a romancer or a legend monger to effect than to combine in one picture, without making the combination monstrous, these two things, perfect purity and perfect love for the impure. But, dear brethren, remember that if we are to believe Jesus Christ's own words, that strange love of his, which embraced in its pure clasp the outcasts, was not only the love of a perfect man, but it was the love of God himself. He that has seen me has seen the Father. When we see Jesus Christ looking across the valley to the city, with tears in his sad and gentle eyes, and when we see harlots and sinners coming near him with new hope and a strange consciousness of a fascination which he wields, and when we see him opening his heart to all the impure, just as he laid his clean hand on the leper's ulcers, let us rejoice to believe that the friend of publicans and sinners is God manifest in the flesh.